So the 28th of February is a very important day in the South African tax year. It's a deadline. And if you're a business owner, you want to stick around to find out exactly how you can manage this before this deadline hits. To help us here in studio, I have two guests with me. We have Bayana. Bayana, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. And then, of course, we have Pamela in studio with us as well. I'm just going to give them time to introduce themselves, and then we're going to get to the crux of the matter. Bayana, we'll start with you.
Thank you very much. I am Bayanam Kachana. I'm the CEO of Elired Business Consultancy, where we are strategic partners to businesses to help them with their finances and grow their businesses.
Nice, interesting. The perfect person for this conversation. And of course, Pamela, we have you here as well. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much for having me, Ria. My name is Pamela Shilubani. I am a travel and lifestyle digital content creator. I am all things travel plug, restaurant reviews, things to do in and around the city. If you are looking for that kind of content, if you are looking for that kind of plug, you can find me on Mela_online. So that's Pamela without the Mela_online.
So the first question that I have has to do, of course, with the D-date, the 28th of February. Many business owners feel pressure leading up to this day, right? Why do you think they feel so much pressure leading up to it?
I think we feel a lot of pressure because more often than not, as a creative, your focus is on your craft. Your focus is what it is you're doing, trying to grow and perfect your business. And sometimes you don't realize that you actually need to take your craft as a business. Mm-hmm. So you leave it on the back burner, you leave your books and your admin and your taxes for I don't know who knows what. And this is the time for you to reflect and realize that actually I need to prioritize and make sure that in order for me to realize that I'm running a business, my taxes also need to be in order. And if I don't know how to do it, let me get an expert in the field to assist me with that.
Interesting. I think let's bring in the expert then. Why is this date more than just a deadline, a tax deadline at that?
Yes, I mean, already deadline sounds very intimidating to any business owner. So I think in our terms, we don't really call it a deadline. We call it, it's basically the beginning. It's a business cycle. It's either the end or a beginning of a business cycle. That's the chance where we get to revitalize or re-strategize around the business and the business strategies, and to look at our finances and our taxes to make sure that everything is in line and in par for us to be able to deliver to the clients that need to be served as a business owner. So I think for us as a business partner to come and help you with your business, that's our goal, to make sure at that time when you are stressed out, we come in to make sure that everything is in line. From a compliance perspective, also that you're ready to serve your clients for the year.
Interesting. You know, Pamela, you were speaking earlier about businesses are so busy trying to grow and build. What were your first signs that indicated to you that, you know what, you're a business, you're a brand, you need to take yourself more seriously?
So I've been in the digital creation space for just over 4 years now, and realizing that this is no longer a hustle, but more of an actual business that I need to put my mind to, that I'm running a business, is when I, just over a year ago, I decided, okay, let me get a bank account, for a business bank account, not just have the money flow into my personal account where I can use for lunch tomorrow, but actually realize that, okay, money is coming in, let me prioritize that this is money for the business. Okay, if this is money for the business, then that also means that that is money that's going to be taxed. So having that realization and just the difference of money just coming into my personal account, using it for as and what, differentiating business to personal, and then realizing that, okay, business also means that I'll be taxed accordingly. Mm-hmm. That's when I realized that, okay, I need assistance.
Interesting. So, Bayana, right? What systems should businesses have in place to ensure that they're ready for the 28th?
So most of the times, your financials need to be ready, because that would determine obviously your tax returns to SARS. I think from a financial perspective, that is the biggest element. And then your compliance always needs to be on track, because if you're not compliant, you're not going to get any payment. So hence, it's a big thing for you to have all those structures ready outside of just the financial stuff. I think as a business, as we run businesses and as business owners out there, the one other thing that needs to always be in place is obviously your business plan, in terms of what value you're offering to the clients that you service out there. So yeah, I think the biggest thing is around your financials and your tax returns, your VAT returns, your payee, your COIDA, to make sure you safeguard any risk in your business.
And at what stage should a business owner assess their plan and evolve from it? At what point do you think they should shift away from it?
So businesses these days are different. And one could say in 3 years, one could say in 5 years. But because different businesses scale differently and they grow differently, majority of the time it's at least about 3 years of the business. One could say you look at your turnover to see how much turnover you're making, and to also look at the complexities in your business. And at that point, when everything, you start dropping balls, that's how you can see that, okay, I've been running this one-man show and I need to now scale the business, and I need to step away for the business to have its own identity. So that's the one thing that we as entrepreneurs out there, and the entrepreneurs that we help and partner with, that's the one thing that they struggle from, is that they're running a one-man show. It becomes a lifestyle business instead of an asset. So you need to just look at your business as an asset and value your business as an asset and invest in your business, so that you can have a sustainable business that grows to a level where you will be proud of that vision that you've crafted.
Now, Pamela, I want to scale back to you, right? What opportunities do you think businesses or brands miss out on if their finances are not in order?
So, finances and admin are very important. Like I said, as soon as you realize that you are a business, that you are running a business, you need to make sure that even the admin is sorted, your finances are sorted. Because, for example, if you don't know what is going on in your financials, you won't know what target you want to meet every month, how much you want to be able to make from your brand deals, from your campaigns. And realizing that you're running a business also means that you're having expenses. That means you are needing to pay for apps that you need to use, for other expertise that you're using, if you're outsourcing videographers and so on and so forth. So if you don't know how much is coming in, you won't know how much you need to target and say, okay, I need to make X amount each month. If I don't make this, I won't be able to cover my expenses. I won't be able to pay myself a salary. And that will also help for you to realize that, okay, this month I didn't make my target. What is my strategy? Okay, let me send out proposals to brands I want to work with. Let me not sit and wait for campaigns to come to me. Let me go and shoot my shot in order for me to sustain myself as the business.
Now, Bayana, you have said that compliance isn't necessarily the goal, right? You said optionality is. What do you mean by this?
So as we run our businesses and we see our businesses as assets, compliance alone will not build your business. And you first of all, you need to be bankable. Your business needs to be bankable for you to be able to go and raise funds. Like I said to you, your business needs to build its own identity. And the sooner your business starts building its own identity through the structure and the finances, that's the best way that the business can be able to sustain itself and have its own identity, for it to continue to build for longevity in a way. So, and my sense around that is that compliance alone will not make your business. You need to be bankable. Businesses need to be able, banks, need to be able to fund you. for you to be able to scale your business.
Interesting. So, what are the consequences? What happens then if a business has outstanding financials? They do not file their returns. What happens then? Not to be all doom and gloom, but what happens then?
Yeah. So number one, you won't be tax compliant, obviously, and meaning that some of your clients that depend on your tax compliance, you will not get any payment from that. Number two, you might not be able to fund certain projects because you won't be able to open any account with any of your suppliers. Number three, you will be looking for funding to scale your business or diversifying your business, and the banks will not be looking in your direction at all. So that just makes it very difficult for you to run businesses. If you notice, the challenges that we have out there today is that small businesses are not funding ready, and it's because they just not prepared around that. There's no financials, there's no tax clearance, they've never filed any tax returns, and so forth. So yeah, that's the biggest reason around that. Yeah.
Interesting. And with business, there's a lot of uncertainty, especially in cases where you're not necessarily being strategic to ensure that you're compliant in a sense, for example, with tax, right? Yes. What do you think makes business owners reactive more than strategic, let's say, in situations like that?
Yeah, so I think it comes from being unprepared. And it's because, and I don't blame it on the business owner, because they've got other challenges that they're dealing with, like running the business and making sure that the clients are happy. And that's where we offer ourselves as professionals and as experts in the space to say, give us the opportunity to help you get your business from being reactive to being proactive, so that we can put down the plans in the beginning of the year. When that cycle starts, the financial year end starts, let's put down budgets so that there's nothing that catches you off guard. And if there is something that catches you off guard, we must be asking those questions to say, why are these things catching you off guard? And so what was the deviation, basically? So yeah, I think we do really encourage businesses to consider either getting someone in-house or an expert or professionals like us to come in and assist them to just be more proactive instead of reactive in their businesses.
So, Bayana, the new financial year is slowly approaching. What do you think business owners should be pinpointing for review?
So, cash flows, definitely. Profitability, I mean, that's why we're all in business, to make a profit.
Yes.
Looking at your financials, your PAYE, looking into your payroll, in terms of is it a big payroll, is it a small payroll, and how are you doing from that? But yeah, the biggest element is definitely your financials and anything related to your cash flows and budgets. Those are the things that any business, I feel, should be reviewing, and obviously maybe even re-evaluating your business strategy to say, what have we been doing this year, and what did we do right, what did we do wrong, what do we need to fix for the next financial year.
So you, Bayana, offer a year-round cleanup, and it's not a once-off fix, right? Why is that?
So for us, like we said, we are business partners. We don't want anyone to look at us as just an accounting firm or bookkeepers or accountants. We don't like being called that. Look at us as your business partner. We come in to partner with you, and that way there's more consistency. We are able to build structure with you and to build longevity with you. That way we are able to advise while being part of your business and running the business with you. So that's why we prefer something that's more long-term, as opposed to you just coming to us for a set of financials, because then we'll just give you those financials, and a lot of creative accounting happens in those kind of situations. So we try and avoid that.
I love that it's a partnership, meaning that you guys run this race together, right? And you're there throughout to see the progress, right?
Yeah.
So Who is this accounting partnership for?
So we shy away from people that don't want to take accountability,
Oh,
people that don't want to pay their taxes. Yes, we can help you do it better and do it best, and do it in the lines or in the frameworks that are set out there. So, and a lot of people get this mistaken to say, no, these guys will make us pay a lot of tax. No. And we can find legal ways of reducing your tax and so forth. So that's why, we shy away from people that don't want to take accountability, that don't want to be open with us, because it requires us being your partner requires you being open with us, so that we are able to advise you the right things, and where things were going wrong, we can at least try and make sure that we fix the things. So those are the people that we want, people that take accountability, people that are prepared and see their business as an asset and want to scale their business, as opposed to people that just do things for compliance and so forth.
interesting. So would you say that that's the mindset that you require from businesses, that they should be accountable essentially entering into this partnership, right?
Definitely. I mean, if it's a business that you want to last forever, I would think that you would treat it with that much respect. That this is my business, and if it's to ever be listed one day, it's a good thing that from the foundation, you build that business with that mindset to say, this is a business that I want to grow and I respect so much. And so, yeah, it does take that mentality, definitely.
So if somebody is listening and they're not sure if they're ready for that type of structure, that partnership, how can they assess their business to essentially figure out if they are?
So it's about looking at where your business stage is, to be honest. And as a business owner, you also just need to reflect to say, is this a lifestyle business or is this a business that I'm building forever? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having a lifestyle business. There are people that actually build businesses just to make them a lifestyle business. So I think that's the major question to ask yourself, to say, is this a lifestyle business or not? And then the second question would be to say, do I have capacity to do everything that's required in the business? And if you don't have the capacity, go and find that capacity elsewhere. There are experts, and that's why the experts are out there. That find the ones that you can afford, so that at least it's also not heavy on your business and you don't feel like you're giving away everything that you're working for in your business. So, yeah, I think those would be the two major questions to say, is this a lifestyle business? Number two, it's a question of, do I have capacity to do what's required? And where there's no capacity, go out and look for that capacity. And the affordability question always comes up. And I say, look, just go and negotiate. Having a conversation with a professional would not hurt. And I think at the end of the day, you'll come to an agreement.
So Pamela, I want to come back to you as a influencer content creator, right? Is a brand ever too small to enter into a partnership like this that we've been speaking about?
Not if you are seeing yourself pushing for long term. If you are seeing yourself as, this is just a side gig, a hustle, but if you are looking at growing in the space, you're looking at long term, then you need to start where you can, when the money starts flowing in, that, okay, let me start before things get out of hand, before I owe SARS money, before I find myself in the mud. Let me get professionals that can step in, guide me, assist me. I mean, there was a recent new law that trade exchanges are being taxed. Should I be taking trade exchanges? Is it value for me? Is it not? These are people that can assist and give you guidance as to, no, take this, no, don't. So I think it's good to have them in your have someone in your corner that can give you that guidance.
So Bayana, if somebody wants to start up their year cleanup or they want to understand their position, where does that person start?
Yeah, so I think obviously the starting point would be realizing that you need to clean up. And number two is, I would say, reaching out to us. You can reach out to us on email, info@eleret.co.za, or on our social media pages, Eleret Business Consultants. You can find our website on a web page or a web browser. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can find us on all social media platforms as Eleret Business Consultants. So yeah, it's to reach out to us, and then we can have a conversation with you, and then from there we would the next step would be having an assessment with you to understand where your business is, where and what you've been doing and what haven't you been doing, and then from there we could offer you obviously through a proposal to say this is what we can offer you, and we can take it from there.
Interesting. Be sure to contact them, of course, if you're a business owner, if you're a brand and you want to take yourself seriously, because we have a very important deadline coming up. 28th February is very, very important. So be sure to contact them as soon as you can if you want to evolve in your business as well. Thank you for watching.